Hey guys, so today I made a sculpt. I wasn't planning on sculpting today, but then I felt like it, so I sculpt. And I thought I'd share it with you. So I recorded myself and edited only the best moment. And on top of that, I wanted to try and add some thought that I had. So I wrote a little script and tried to add commentary and make it sound as natural as possible. You'll hear that it's from a script probably, but anyway, it's not perfect. I'll get better with time. I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go. A quick thing about me. I'm a concept artist. I've been working in films and games for a few years now, in some pretty big studios, and it taught me a lot. The craft, the rigor, what it means to make images people see. But at some point I noticed that I was starting to feel more like technician than an artist, and that surprised me. The frame in production is naturally tight. You iterate, you refine, you serve someone else's vision. That's the job, and there is real beauty in doing it well. But it's just that other time I felt this quieter part of me, the part that started all this, getting a little smaller. The part that just wanted to make things, to dream things up, to be a bit messy. The creative part. And then, more recently, I got laid off. A year of effort on a project that won't see the light of day. And honestly, it was kind of a gift in disguise. It gave me space to ask what I actually wanted to make, to be true with myself, and not to do what was asked of me, what I wanted. And the answer was real simple. Reconnect with that childhood promise, the one where I could dream and create freely and make a life out of it. In a world that doesn't always make that easy. This sculpt, it's part of that. It's a small step back toward the thing that made me start in the first place. It's a small bust, a stylized barbarian face, full of personality. The design comes from a book I've been studying called Masters of Anatomy, Faces and Hands. And I like this character so much that I had this spontaneous urge to redraw it and sculpt it. For this sculpt I used Polymer clay, NSP specifically. I like that it doesn't dry out and I can rework it as long as I want. Push into the detail quickly, and if I hate what I made, I can just destroy it and reuse the clay. It feels honest. What you're seeing on the side of the screen is a part of my daily practice. Every morning I open the book I'm studying and I redraw from it. I'm not trying to copy perfectly. I'm trying to feel the flow, the rhythm, to slow down enough to only put down the lines that need to be there. The whole thing, the daily drawing, these sculpts, it's me trying to find humility again, to accept being a beginner, to accept that other people, often younger than me, are better at this than I am, and it's okay. It is not about them, and to trust in the process, that a piece needs to exist in whatever rough form before it can ever be good. And then, only then, I could start learning with pleasure and passion again. I find it hard for someone who comes from production environments. We learn to hide the messy stages, to only show finished work. But the messy stages are the work. And after long repeated hours of doing the same technical things, you get numb. You're slowly becoming a headless golem. You lose your interest in the passion, you lose your will to create your own world, and you lose the very thing that made you start the journey, your passion. So, here is what I've been figuring out. For something spontaneous to exist, for that urge to actually break through, you need conditions. You can't just wait for it. First, you need to slow down. You need long blocks of time, hours, not minutes. Put my phone in a drawer, no social distractions. Put on a calm music, piano, ambience, sometimes classical, jazz or anything that flows without voices. And I let the time stretch. I try to ritualize this. 1 hour of drawing in the morning, 1 in the evening. Anytime I got a spare time, build the habits again. The sculpt I want to bring into my daily practice too, but for now, it still comes from a spontaneous impulse, which is fine. That's kind of the point. Secondly, I think you need to come back to your senses. When you work on a computer all day, you forget you have a body. Your muscles go soft, your back aches, your shoulders roll inward, your vision fades. You forget what materials feel like, the weight of a pencil, the grain of paper, the smell of paint. You're basically missing out on so much of the original promise, I believe. The resistance of the clay under your thumb, the way it takes the light, the way it merges with the rest of the piece, the pleasure of carving a groove with a tool, the messy aspect of it, smoothing a surface, and also the smell of the polymer when it heats up, the little sounds of the tools. And by the way, I forgot to record the sound, the ambient sound for this video, but I'll remember next time. And there is something almost childlike about it. Having a turntable to spin the sculpt around, seeing it from every angle, the simple pleasure of making something physical, something that exists in front of you, that you can touch, and that you are actually building in front of you, taking shape. Third, you need to allow yourself to be bored. This one is harder for me, because we've been trained with filling every empty moment with a fun, with content, with noise, basically, to stimulate our brain. But boredom is the door to the present moment. And the present moment is where flow lives. Flow is that state where you're completely here, you're not thinking about tomorrow or yesterday or the thing you should be doing. You're just with the work, with your hands, with the material. It's a moment outside of time, and it feels like fullness. I think it is actually therapeutic to experience it regularly. It brings balance to a stressful lifestyle. When these three things are in place, when you've slowed down, come back to your body and allowed yourself to just be, I believe that's when the spontaneous urge can show up. And that's when you might find yourself on a Saturday afternoon deciding to sculpt instead of doing what you planned. That's when you let your day derail. And you're happy about it. And the things that come out of those derails, they are often the most alive things you'll make and you'll remember. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this process and listening to what I had to say. I want to let you with 2 questions before you quit me. First question is, ask yourself, when was the last time you made something for yourself out of your initial passion? Is there something you were doing before, like creating, making anything, that you've quietly let down, and maybe you could find a good chunk of time soon to make it happen again? And second question is, do you think you could derail of your plan for the day sometimes, like answer to the spontaneous urge that comes to your mind and just see what happens? I want to thank you all for watching this. It means a lot to me. And I wish you all a wonderful day. Until next time.